Hey, what's up, guys? It's your Mad Real Director, Chris Moss, and today I'm going to be doing a non-spoiler review for Godzilla, King of the Monsters. And before I get into the review, I just want to say that if you go on Rotten Tomatoes, it's a very low score. The critics hate it, but everywhere I've seen, for everybody that's not a critic, for the fans, basically, the fans like it. And, there's this huge gap between critics and fans, and I encourage you to go see it yourself. Other movies who have huge gaps in between what the critics think and what the fans think is Venom, Last Jedi, and currently Aladdin, which I loved all of them except Last Jedi. I did not like Last Jedi, but because it's like the critics have, oh, it's 90% or something, and then the fans will have it at like 44%, or sometimes it's switched. Like with Godzilla, I think critics are giving Godzilla sitting at like a 50 something percent or close to 60. And then I didn't see the fan reviews, but technically today is the first day. It's Friday. So technically today is the first day that it's actually out. So it might be another day or two before we get like a real solid fan score on Rotten Tomatoes. So I encourage you to go see it yourself. Give your own opinion. Honestly, if you're a fan of Pacific Rim, if you love monsters fighting each other, go ahead and go see Godzilla. But I'm gonna get into the pros, which the first pro is how the Titans look. They look amazing. The Titans battle, once again, amazing. I mean, Ghidorah versus Godzilla versus Mothra versus Rodan. I mean, come on, like, you can't get no better than that. The humans are better in this sequel than they were in the 2014 Godzilla. 2014 Godzilla, every time the humans were on screen, it was like cringy. I just didn't like the humans aspect. But who goes to see the humans anyway? Like, we're there to see Godzilla and his friends or frenemies. The pacing is good. Like, handling something on this scale, you could have easily messed it up. And I guess for the people who didn't like the film, it was messed up. But for people who enjoyed it, like me, the pacing was great. The setup for King Kong versus Godzilla, who they, no spoilers, but the setup is good, and there is an after credit scene, so stick around for that. And you're gonna want to read the articles during the end credits because that's also setting up Kong versus Godzilla and the Easter eggs. Um, for us old fans like me, like I said in my Godzilla review reaction video, card up above. Um, yeah, there's Easter eggs for those long diehard fans like me who watched Godzilla when he was in his cheap little guy in a suit phase, or if he was, I can't tell if he was a guy in a suit or a puppet, but it was cheaply made, but we enjoyed them. There's tons of Easter eggs, and they stick to the original mythology and lore of the Titans. Which brings me to my con. Um, the human villain, the main human villain, he was meh. The actor who plays him is named Charles Dance. And honestly, he was just kind of there. Like, he never really, I don't even think he had a lot of lines. Like, I just didn't care for the main villain, the main human villain, that is. The Titan villain could, Ghidorah, I mean, he kills it, but the main human villain, eh. But once again, who goes for the humans anyway? And the only other con that I have is that some of the humans' motivations for what they were doing didn't make complete sense. And because this is a non-spoiler review, I'm not going to go into who I'm talking about, because if I go into who I'm talking about, then I gotta go. It wouldn't make sense, because then I would have to go into what I'm talking about. So let's just say some of the humans' motivations for what they're doing in this movie just didn't make sense at all. But yeah, those are my only two cons. I highly enjoyed this film. My overall thoughts is the best Godzilla movie so far, honestly. Until Kong versus Godzilla comes out, and then that might blow it out of the water. I feel like it will, but so far, Godzilla King of the Monsters is my favorite Godzilla movie, and I'm gonna give Godzilla King of the Monsters a solid B. That's right, a solid B. Only because of the humans. Honestly, if this was just straight Titan on Titan action from beginning to end, I don't know. I probably would have gave it, an A or A plus, A minus. It would have been an A pretty much. But the humans, I guess for what you could do with the humans, it works. But then, I don't like people, so whatever. Humans, whatever. I don't really care about the humans in like movies like this. But yeah, go ahead down below in the comments, comment what you thought of the film, if you thought about it. If you haven't seen it, let me know if you're excited to see it. If you're one of those people who watch Rotten Tomatoes and tries to decide from Rotten Tomatoes whether you should go see it or not, I'm going to encourage you to go see it for yourself and form your own opinion. Don't pay attention to the critic reviews, because this is one of those instances, like I said at the beginning of the video, there's a huge gap between the critics and the fans. And it's just one, I can't, tongue twister. It's going to be split down the middle. Some fans are going to hate it. Some are going to love it. It's going to be like Last Jedi. Some people, but I feel like most fans love it, but half critics hate it, but who cares about critics? Are they even relevant in 2019? Like, honestly, like, whatever. Go see it for yourself. Form your own opinion. Take it with a grain of salt, because you might disagree with them. So yeah, hit that subscribe button, follow me on Instagram, and remember, long live the king. All right, I feel like I messed up on that last part when I said long live the king, so let me retry it. I was looking down over here when the camera's right here, and I want to look like I'm talking to you. All right, so long live the king. All right, go see it. Go see it. Long live the king. Form your own opinion. No Rotten Tomatoes.